Welcome to Bullshit TV. I am your host. On today's docket, we're talking about the racist ass Buffalo shooter that killed, mass murdered a grocery store that was full of black civilians. This murder happened right before the Uvalde shooting, so this has not got much coverage as it deserves, and they steady trying to put black people on the back burner of receiving the proper justice, because if y'all are not aware that Mr. Payton, gredren, like I always say, if they got a fucked up last name, they are fucked up people. Just sound the name out and then the shit is just gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like Larry Nassar. He was a child molester. Lasser molester. But anyway, back to Mr. fucking Payton that went into a grocery store and killed black people because his manifesto said that was his mission. He came from another state, just like Kyle Rittenhouse, and committed fatality crimes that now he's been Mr. Payton. He's been sentenced to life, and I'm very upset that the media immediately thwarted the Uvalde shooting to mass was the racism that's constantly going on against black folks in America. This was a prime example of racism and white supremacy being alive and well, because again, this young man, this child, whatever the fuck you want to call him, because he's worthless. He's going to hell. I don't think there's no repentance after those type of actions, because you had a instruction manual. You did your research, so the shit was premeditated. You drove around and you went into a predominantly black establishment to create fucking havoc. And I know that all killings, no one wants them to happen, definitely when there's children involved, but just the Uvalde shooting, it just masked that whole thing, because the Buffalo shooting happened like maybe a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks before the Uvalde shooting occurred. And then the Uvalde shooting again put black folks on the back burner because it was children involved. You know what I'm saying? But it was exposed that the police were fucking dirty out there. They let that mass shooter let loose in the school, locked himself in the room, and they lied to the public and all that shit. But this is just debunking anybody that says black people are lying. There's not racism. There's not suppression. There's not none of this, because it is. And this was a prime fucking example. I wish I was in that fucking courtroom, because I would smack the fuck out of his ass. But like I said, most of these gone owners, they are a bunch of bitches in the first fucking place. Because the way I grew up, if you had beef with somebody, you go fight them. Nuck if you buck. If you heard what the fuck I said. And when we pop the trunk, here come the jar of Vaseline. That's all I'm saying. But now motherfuckers want to get these guns because y'all ain't nothing but bitches. And motherfuckers be saying shit to y'all, and y'all be so in your fucking feelings that you can't fucking function properly. Now you want to kill a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? You fucking weirdo. You a fucking weirdo. So, like I said yesterday in my episode yesterday, that the NRA needs to start issuing out these funds to these families that's losing their lives with their product being mishandled and misused. Shit, y'all recall other shit. Why you can't recall some of these guns, some of these permits? Because most of these motherfuckers that's in the United States of America that has guns, they don't need the fucking gun. They want it to commit murder. Let's just keep it fucking real. And there's people out there that says dumb shit and really stand and believe that shit. Like they really gonna get away with that shit. Maybe because it's they white. But Mr. Payton, boy, I tell you. Oh, I know you're just a human being and you are lost. You're lost, and whatever fucking reason you thought it was right to go in there and do that shit. But like I said, people know what's right and wrong and all that other shit. They know when you're doing right, because you don't need a fucking Bible to tell you you're doing right, that you committing sin, you committing adultery, you taking people's lives, bro. Like you a bitch for that. And then I condone violence allegedly for street justice, because I guess during the sentencing, one of the victims' families tried to jump on that man. I couldn't have been a bailiff in that motherfucker. I would have tripped and fallen and like, oops, my bad. And yeah, get you a couple good licks in, and then I'm gonna try to grab you off. Because the emotion, because how do you go into another establishment and kill somebody? And y'all can't tell me this shit wasn't about race, because I still have that fucking video. Now that I think about it, I have the video to the shooting. The shit looked like a goddamn scene from the Call of Duty, because this motherfucker had a goddamn camera on his helmet, and it was a part of the video where it was a white man. He was scared as fuck. He started screaming and asked Mr. fucking Payton, pointing his fucking semi-automatic rifle at him. He like, oh, my bad. Oh, I'm sorry, or some shit. But if y'all want to see the video, we're gonna have to figure a way so I can get it, because I don't want whoever fucking listening to tap into my shit and take it off, because I knew they was gonna take the shit down. But I have the original video. It's saved in a safe spot, and a couple of people have a copy, because the shit is fucked up. The shit is fucked up. I don't know if y'all seen that video, but y'all need to see that shit. Y'all need to see it. Y'all need to see that shit, because that shit was fucking crazy. Mr. Payton Manning Jr., you gonna catch them balls, boy. And you gonna be wishing it will be a black person that's gonna help you where you about to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not inciting shit. I'm not about that life. But white supremacy is alive and well. And Mr. Payton, he just proved it. Just like the church dude that went to the fucking black church and killed all the fucking people in there after they prayed with his dirty ass. You stupid bitches. Your daddy, your mother should have swallowed you. That's real shit. I don't give a fuck. Your mom should have swallowed you. Your dad should have just dropped your ass in the dirt and buried you then, because the shit you did is fucked up, bro. You need some fucking help. But I don't know. I'm so, emotional and tied up into this shit. It's just so fucked up. Payton, you fucked up, bro. You a bitch. And whoever raised you. Unless they, saying, oh yeah, he should get life, because right is right and wrong is wrong. It don't matter who it is. Right is right and wrong is wrong. There's no exceptions to these type of issues. So yeah. And then I know it's going to be people that's going to say, what the parents got to do. You raised this motherfucking mass murdering ass bastard. And you knew it was something wrong with him when he was growing up before he even got this stage in his life. So, fuck you. All right? Till next time.